This is a bracelet from Lao Feng Xiang. It's hollow, and the seam where the welding is split open. It was filled with soil.
In March this year, a consumer discovered that a gold bracelet she bought from Lao Feng Xiang, a renowned Chinese jewelry brand, contained soil. So she went to the gold shop to confront the seller.
I'm not being unreasonable. I already told you the bracelet is hollow, and I paid for gold, but it was dirt.
However, the store refused to resolve the issue, only offering her an exchange while asking her to cover the labor and depreciation costs. Rumors have long circulated that gold and platinum in China are often fake, but when issues arise, merchants tend to deny responsibility and face no penalties. Meanwhile, government departments responsible for regulation seldom take action. Recently, however, the Chinese government media CCTV unexpectedly exposed this gold adulteration issue, implicating nearly all major jewelry brands in China. The incident traces back to September this year, when a woman in Henan province discovered that a gold bracelet she purchased for 20,000 yuan last year weighed only 20 grams instead of the 35 grams it had at the time of purchase. This woman stated that she had bought the bracelet from Chow Tai Seng jewelry store on Valentine's Day in 2023. The bracelet had never left her wrist. Recently, she decided to have it cleaned and maintained. When the store staff informed her that the bracelet bore only a 999 hallmark without any brand stamp, she sensed something was up. Upon weighing the bracelet, the staff confirmed her fears. The original weight of 35 grams had dwindled to 20 grams. Many people believe the bracelet was likely swapped with a fake at the time of purchase. The incident sparked a major public outcry since Chow Tai Seng had faced multiple quality scandals before, yet the government authorities had taken no action. This time, CCTV's report on gold quality issues only officially acknowledged that 24-karat gold in China has been mixed with rhenium, without addressing other issues such as why the woman's bracelet was 15 grams lighter. The report claimed that rhenium, with a density similar to gold, a higher melting point, and a durable corrosion-resistant composition, is undetectable by eye or common methods like water suspension or standard instruments. Only precision tools can verify its presence by cutting or grinding. Rhenium costs just a few yuan per gram, while gold prices have soared beyond 600 yuan per gram, creating a strong incentive for unscrupulous merchants to adulterate. It seems that the CCTV wants to tell the public that the gold adulteration is due to advanced counterfeiting techniques and that the authorities only recently became aware of the situation, which they promptly notified the public. But is that truly the case? Let's examine more instances.
No refunds, just try it. Go ahead and complain wherever you like. I spent 17,000 yuan on a gold bracelet, trusting the well-known Lao Feng Xiang brand, only to end up with a fake.
This was an incident in 2022. Ms. Yang, after realizing her bracelet was counterfeit, went to the store to seek an explanation. However, the saleswoman defiantly told her to take it up to court if she dared, saying that if she won, they'd give her the bracelet for free. After repeated unsuccessful attempts to resolve the issue, a distressed Ms. Yang sought help from the media. Ms. Yang explained that she had paid a high price 2 years ago for what was advertised as a high-purity gold bracelet. Since then, she wore it regularly when visiting friends and family. While the recent surge in gold prices, Ms. Yang estimated that the bracelet's value had increased by several thousand yuan and decided to trade it for a larger piece. She took the bracelet to another store, requesting an upgrade, and the store conducted an appraisal. The appraisal result, however, enraged her. When the sales staff heated the bracelet, it turned black. The appraiser explained that gold turning black when exposed to heat could mean two things. Either the gold was mixed with many impurities, or it is merely gold-plated. They believe it was likely the latter. Infuriated, Ms. Yang returned to the store, demanding triple compensation for selling a counterfeit product. However, to her surprise, the store not only refused to admit selling a fake, but also displayed an unusually poor attitude.
The saleswoman kept saying, "You can go ahead and sue me, report me anywhere you want." What kind of powerful backing does Lao Feng Xiang have to act this way?
Seeing the store's refusal to acknowledge the counterfeit and accusing Ms. Yang of making baseless accusations, she sought an expert to reappraise a bracelet in front of the store staff.
After burning it a few times, the bracelet turned black and quickly cracked. Finally, the test showed what was supposed to be 999 fine gold only had 78% gold content, far from the advertised 99.9%.
Upon hearing this, the store employee dropped a defensive attitude and casually suggested to her to pick another one and promised they would adjust the price if needed. Ms. Young expressed that she had completely lost trust in the store. The saying, "pure gold does not fear the flame," seems to no longer hold true in China. Now let's take a look at another case involving Chow Tai Seng jewelry.
When I took it off my daughter while she was sleeping, I noticed a white spot. How long was she wearing it in total? Less than 6 hours. How did this whitening happen? I have no idea.
According to Ms. Zhou, that day she was at the mall with her daughter. While passing by a Chow Tai Seng jewelry store, she decided to buy a pair of bracelets for her daughter. The staff introduced the bracelets as 99.9% pure gold. Ms. Zhou didn't think twice, putting the bracelet on her daughter immediately, confident that such a large jewelry brand wouldn't sell fake goods. However, upon returning home that evening, she was shocked to find a white discoloration on the bracelet. Seeing the fading bracelet, Ms. Zhou couldn't help but wonder if she had purchased counterfeit jewelry, especially when comparing it to her own bracelet, which she had worn for 2 years without any fading. The next day, Ms. Zhou, accompanied by a reporter, returned to the jewelry store to seek an explanation, but the store clerk brushed it off as normal.
The nature of gold is that the purer it is, the easier it is to corrode. But I've worn my bracelet for 2 years without this issue. Are you saying my bracelet is impure and only yours is so pure?
Looking at the faded bracelet, the clerk insisted it was a normal phenomenon. Frustrated with a dismissive response, Ms. Zhou grew visibly upset, prompting the clerk to change her explanation.
This is the nature of gold. If it comes into contact with heavy metals like mercury, it will turn white. The purer the gold, the more susceptible it is to corrosion. My daughter is not even 2.5 years old. Would I let her handle mercury? It might not necessarily be mercury. Sometimes skincare or hand creams with excess heavy metals can also corrode gold.
Ms. Zhou naturally found it hard to accept. The salesperson then suggested a test in front of the reporter, saying that if it still turns white after burning, then it's their fault, and the customer can claim compensation. If it turns yellow, then there's no issue with the product. The staff then burned the white spot on the bracelet, and it quickly returned to its original color. Relieved to learn her bracelet wasn't fake, Ms. Zhou finally believed the salesperson. The salesperson also offered that if Ms. Zhou had any remaining doubts, she could have the bracelet verified elsewhere, assuring her they'd provide compensation if proven counterfeit. However, as Ms. Zhou and the reporter were about to leave, something unexpected happened. Suddenly, a few people rushed in, claiming to be Chow Tai Seng owners. Without a word, they grabbed the camera, and the woman in red aggressively smashed the microphone, displaying a highly confrontational attitude. This shocking turn of events left Ms. Zhou and the reporter stunned. They hadn't demanded compensation or used harsh words, and it seemed the issue had been resolved. Why had these people shown up so abruptly? The group accused Ms. Zhou of causing trouble and attempting extortion. Ms. Zhou questioned whether seeking after-sales service for a product issue could be considered causing trouble. Was the owner feeling guilty? At this point, it's clear that simple fire tests are no longer reliable for verifying gold's authenticity, as counterfeiting technology has advanced. However, fake gold is still fake. If Ms. Zhou and the reporter had left with a recorded footage, the Chow Tai Seng salesperson's claim that the purer the gold, the easier it is to corrode, and the footage of the bracelet turning from white to yellow after being burned would have served as proof of Chow Tai Seng's gold counterfeiting. So, why did the bracelet's white spot turn yellow after burning? Let's examine another video. The most successful gold counterfeiting scam in history. This fake gold can't be picked up by a magnet, sinks immediately in water, and when cut open, it looks just like solid gold with a consistent yellow color throughout. They say real gold does not fear the flame. When burned at a high temperature of 1,300 degrees, it does not discolor, peel, or blacken. While it's not real gold, this material shares many properties with gold, making it a popular choice for dishonest merchants who sell it as real gold. Jewelry made from this material costs just a few yuan per gram. After burning and cooling it in water, its appearance remains unchanged, still entirely golden yellow. Similarly, when melted in a furnace, it remains golden yellow in liquid form. Jewelry made from this material is quite inexpensive in our factory. While we can't go into more details about what this material actually is, we can inform you that you might encounter this type of fire-resistant fake gold in Chinese jewelry stores. After CCTV's report exposing gold mixed with rhenium, people compiled a list of 16 jewelry brands implicated in gold adulteration, such as prominent brands like Lao Feng Xiang and Lao Feng Xiang. The news shocked many Chinese people, with many rushing to have all their gold jewelry inspected. Meanwhile, a familiar scene unfolded. Numerous experts and scholars appeared to dispel rumors, claiming not so many brands were involved and advising people to buy gold from official and well-known brand stores. Misleading methods for testing gold authenticity also began circulating, creating confusion and making it difficult for consumers to discern the truth. We'll highlight a widely viewed misleading gold testing method online to help ensure that when buying gold, you avoid falling for these tricks. How can you test gold containing rhenium at home? Here's a simple trick. No need for fire or water testing, since gold mixed with rhenium doesn't change color when burned, and its density is nearly identical to pure gold. All you need is a piece of stainless steel. Most households have a stainless steel bowl. Here, I have a genuine gold bar and a gold ring containing rhenium, which we collected through buybacks. At first glance, there's no visible difference. Let's start by rubbing the pure gold bar against the stainless steel. No matter how hard you press, it won't leave a mark, as pure gold is too soft to scratch it. Now let's try the rhenium ring. See? Just a couple of rubs and it left noticeable scratches. From this experiment, you can see that pure gold won't scratch stainless steel because it's too soft, but if you add even a small amount of another metal, it increases the hardness. This individual's method is misleading. While it's true that pure gold can't scratch stainless steel, modern gold containing rhenium isn't uniformly mixed. For items like gold bars with rhenium, the surface is often pure soft gold, while the rhenium content increases towards the core. So this test doesn't reliably detect the authenticity of high-value solid gold products and could mislead consumers, essentially shielding the now disgraced gold merchants. Next, let's see another user's approach, which covers similar principles but with a different motivation and outcome. Beware, your gold might be fake. Recently, a lot of gold jewelry with rhenium has appeared on the market. Standard testing methods often can't detect it. Even professional gold testing machines may fail. Burning, water testing, all appear the same as pure gold. As a result, many in the gold buying industry have fallen for these fakes and suffered heavy losses. But truth can't hide forever, and fake gold can't pass as real. Today, I'll share 2 techniques that allow you to spot fake gold at a glance. For example, here's a piece of genuine solid gold. If I twist it lightly, it bends easily, like a soft braid. But gold mixed with rhenium won't bend, it's very hard. The second method is to melt it down and check the cross-section. With pure 999 gold, the cut surface is smooth, even when broken. But with fake gold containing rhenium, the cross-section has a granular texture, and the broken area shows a honeycomb pattern, indicating it's counterfeit. This testing method, while not foolproof, is far more accurate. So why is the Chinese government exposing the widespread gold adulteration now? First, Chinese listed companies and financial institutions have long engaged in financing scams through gold pledging. In 2020, China faced the Wuhan Gold King jewelry scandal involving 100 tons of fake gold, with a case value exceeding 25 billion yuan. A CCP insider who deeply investigated this case revealed that the exposed owner of Wuhan King Gold, Jia Jihong, was merely a scapegoat. The real story is that individuals with high-level government connections stole billions in gold from bank vaults. Before the scandal erupted, they had already swapped the real gold out of Wuhan's bank vaults using both legal and underground networks to transport it to Hong Kong. The gold was eventually sold to buyers outside mainland China by Hong Kong's black market and CCP-controlled networks. The counterfeit gold left behind was then distributed to the market through 16 well-known jewelry brands, with the public ultimately bearing the cost. Secondly, in the past, gold jewelry resale and recycling occurred only in small volumes, like one-off trades or exchanges. Even when minor issues arose, the CCP would handle them through censorship. But with the ongoing economic downturn, many people are struggling and gold prices have reached historic highs. Many people have started selling off their gold jewelry, even in larger quantities like gold bars. This long-standing issue of merchant fraud is now coming to light with a series of gold counterfeiting cases, leading to a wave of public distrust. Many consumers are now testing their own gold items, creating a snowball effect that has finally exposed this deeply buried scandal. The government can no longer cover up the massive fraud and must resort to disclose while trying to maintain stability. In fact, the Wuhan King gold scandal is just the tip of the iceberg. Back in 2010, China National Gold Group was involved in a fake gold incident. At that time, a man named Mr. Shen purchased gold from a China National Gold Group counter and kept it in a bank vault. 2 years later, when he retrieved his gold, he found red spots on it, and rust had even formed on the bottom. In response to the incident, the company issued a statement on the 12th proposing 2 solutions for Mr. Shen. However, Mr. Shen rejected both options. He stated that an employee from China Gold had offered a buyback, which he declined, saying, "What I want is an explanation. Why would gold rust?" The incident faded with no further developments, and we believe Mr. Shen will likely receive no answer. China's state-owned gold companies, backed by the government, serve as tools for top CCP officials to accumulate wealth. When issues arise, their primary response is to destroy evidence. For Mr. Shen, to receive a truthful explanation might even cost him his life. To wrap up the program, here's a bizarre piece of recent news. A large stone at the top of Wutong Mountain in Shenzhen, engraved with the words Pencheng's highest peak, was recently discovered to be hollow and constructed with bricks inside, sparking an outcry. Many question how many other fakes like this might exist nationwide. Wutong Mountain, a renowned tourist spot in Shenzhen, stands at 944 meters above sea level and is Shenzhen's highest peak. Each year, the mountain attracts countless tourists, and the stone at its peak has become a famous landmark and popular photo spot. However, it was recently revealed that the stone is, in fact, artificial. In today's China, from food, housing, businesses, academia, to data, fake products, and fraud have permeated every layer of society. In recent years, an array of shocking counterfeiting cases has continually surfaced to the public, leading more people to question, if even gold and mountains can be fake, what remains real?